Not. Hi guys. Okay. My name is Andrea, and I did Francis Bacon. So his biography. He came from a predominantly wealthy family, and he was born in London, England, on January 2nd, 1561. His parents' names were Nicholas Bacon and Anne Cook. Bacon's education reflected his upper class background when he attended the University of Cambridge. He focused a lot on like rhetoric classes, so like logic, all that smart stuff. You know what I'm saying? He served as an attorney general and Lord Chancellor of England. He was also a scientist, author, and philosopher. Um, he was taught many works of Aristotle, so like of thinking. He didn't like Aristotle's ideas. He believed that his ideas went nowhere. The advancement of He had three works: the advancement of working, the Novum Organum, and the New Atlantis.
So he likes Aristotle. He thinks his ideas go nowhere. He wants to improve on Aristotle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we mean by Novum Organum.
He leaned on the side of using more of an inductive empirical approach, which is now known as the scientific method, which also led to the foundation of modern scientific discovery nowadays. He died on April 9th, 1626, at the age of 65 from, I think it was pneumonia. But he became known as the father of, I don't know how to say that word.
Empiricism.
Empiricism.
Empiricism is that we only know what our senses tell us. Okay, and his problem with Aristotle is that he would make these propositions, but he wouldn't do experiments to see if they're true. Mm-hmm. So the senses have to see if it's true.
So he just like say it.
Yeah. He made his logical points. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So this is called Science New World. This is one of the works Bacon talked about and analyzed. That's the name of it. I really don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to say it. He thought that old philosophical approaches were out of date and needed a way much more updated approach. He described this picture as one ship forever in the sea, searching for more and more, which is like Aristotle's ideas, because he kept thinking and thinking, but without like facts or proof or any of that. And that the other ship that was coming back, like the other one comes back with discoveries. And like Aristotle's method is just thinking and thinking and getting nowhere. So, and then at the bottom it says something in like I don't know what language, but it says many will pass through and knowledge will be increased.
It's Latin.
Latin. So the inductive method and nature. The inductive method is like using specific facts to a general rule. You do not start with a hypothesis or a theory, which is opposite of Aristotle. Aristotle used like a general rule to specific facts, which is called deduction. And a lot of them it always led to a defective understanding. So that's why he wanted to use like something more like facts, statistic, like something you can prove. Bacon visualized nature as a woman who would never tell her secrets easily, and that hard work and experiments were the only way to ask the right questions and a way to perhaps get nature to talk. And that nature wouldn't reveal itself to philosophers like Aristotle, who only think and think, like who just keep thinking, and that you need solid data to guide thinking into the right direction. Epistemology, which is empiricism, which in the ancient Greek word means experience. Bacon solely believed in empiricism, which emphasizes evidence and that all concepts originate from experience, and that all beliefs and theories can primarily only be true through experience. So, yeah.
This is very important, guys, that quote, because we're going to look at that. It's going to cause us a lot of problems. Okay? All beliefs and theories can primarily be known through experience. So if it doesn't have scientific proof, it's not true. Okay? That's the premise. We don't see it, we don't believe it.
Mm-hmm. It is an important part of the scientific method because theories and hypotheses must be observed and tested to be considered accurate rather than using reasoning and intuition like Aristotle would use. Bacon believed that our learning is based on our observations and perception, and that knowledge is not possible without experience, which is how he introduced the world with the scientific method. And then this is one of his quotes, and the truth will sooner come out of error than from confusion. He's basically talking about Aristotle's like ideas and methods, because he would just get into ideas and he would really never get anywhere, and that it's better to be wrong and prove it than, you get me? Kind of. Example of his forever changing scientific method. It started to like get popular because in 1672 Isaac Newton used the scientific method for an amazing scientific discovery we still recognize today, which is when he used the prism to split the sunlight into a rainbow of colors and then recombine them using another prism, which proved that sunlight has different light colors, and that the scientific method helped Isaac Newton prove all other theories wrong. Because I was reading that there was some other theories of glass, right? That reflected light, I don't know. And then how it's used today. His scientific method has forever created an established basis for scientific arguments and ideas, which has created a more and more factual method way of learning. Nowadays, scientists use the hypothetico-deductive method, which is a method that uses data to figure out if the hypothesis was correct or false. And it gives us the ability to do more than think, but to know by learning, which has definitely advanced humanity in many aspects. And then the overview. Bacon has forever changed the way we think and process information about nature, and has given us a much better approach to knowing in general. He was the father of using scientific reasoning and evidence. He also believed that without experience, learning is not able to happen. Basically ditched the old Aristotle thinking and introduced the new, which is like scientific method. He introduced a science that needs to be seen to be believed, so to be actually true.
So remember the quest for certainty, right? They want things for certain. And here's a tool, is that you get certainty with the scientific method. And certainty is experience. Okay. What happens to metaphysics here? It's gone. Okay, good. We'll see the consequences of that. Awesome. Good job.
Wait, there's still more. And then I put it in the quote. Science is but an image of the truth.
Okay.
And that's it. Can you go back? Yeah, for sure.
People have theoried that William Shakespeare is really Francis Bacon.
Honestly, my bad. I'll go right now. This one, right?
No, Shakespeare's real. Shakespeare's writing the plays, but the plots and the discussion is happening with Francis Bacon. So Shakespeare's writing the plays, but they claim that he's the source for Shakespeare about a lot of ideas. Because Shakespeare has a lot of philosophy in his writing, and we don't know because he's not educated. How the hell did he know all that stuff?
So he was one of those so he's one of those he doesn't know, he just does it.
Unless he's a genius. A lot of that's the issue. Go ahead and pause it.